be making some forward-looking statements. If you consider visible gold forward-looking, then that will be good to know. Talk a bit here about Westhaven for a lot of you who aren't aware of us. We're primarily focused now in what's called the Spence's Bridge Volcanic Belt, or we refer to as the Spence's Bridge Gold Belt. It's a large land package. We have 4 properties covering a little over 35,000 hectares. We believe this is a district scale belt now, well, with potential for district scale. And I think our recent results, which I'll touch on shortly, will add some. We'll get to that here now. All 4 properties are road accessible and close to major highways, which leads to cost-effective year-round, I should say, as well. Exploration, we're drilling there as we speak, as you see below there. We're touching on that Shovelnose more so here, and we're currently drilling. We're on our second hole of 7. A bit about our team there. Most of our team, in fact, is here today. All of our board, except for Hannah, is here, so feel free to come by the booth and pick our brains. We'll pick lots of them here, so I won't go through all the awards there. Management, I think most importantly, we have a lot of skin in the game, and we're very well aligned with shareholder interest. As you see there, we have a 38% stake in the company. I'll go over this briefly, as don't have too much time here. A little over 84 million shares outstanding, fully diluted, almost 93 million, and we got about 1.125 million in the treasury, and market cap of 90 million, give or take. Just touching on the treasury, for a lot of people, 1.2 million isn't a lot of money for this business. For us, that's like a lot of money. So we're very well financed for this program we're drilling right now, and financed even for the near future. So, and I should note, in the last, since September, we've had 15 million warrants exercised. So we've been able to fund drilling primarily through, we haven't done a financing over a year now. So thank you to our shareholders for that. Management, directors, and advisors. Once again, I'm not going to go through all of this. I will make note there to the bottom 2 people involved. Ed Ballin, who's here somewhere, is our technical advisor, but I'm picking him out here because he's widely recognized with discovering this Spence's Bridge Belt. If Ed's there, yeah, there's Ed. So yeah, the reason we're here is because of Ed. The next guy below that, Peter Fischel, exploration manager, who's busy sniffing out gold as we speak. Another, just touch on him, he's Ed's the reason we're in this belt to begin with. Well, Peter's the reason we've discovered high-grade gold mineralization. Peter spent 12 plus years at Kupol in Russia, which is a low sulfidation epithermal, very high-grade mine. And yeah, we're very lucky to have Peter on board, as Eric will attest, I think. Here's a map of the Spence's Bridge Gold Belt. This is where I need this. So this whole belt here is outlined, gives you a good idea of here we are in Vancouver. This is a 110-kilometer long Cretaceous volcanic belt. Shovelnose was our first, we acquired this project. This was our CPC qualifying transaction. That's our flagship, if you will, now. It's just a little over 15,000 hectares. We'll get most of this talk will be focused on this. Obviously, the Coquihalla here running through there. Prospect Valley, which we've acquired recently, Skunka and Skunka North. So combined, as I mentioned, a little over 35,000 hectares. And I think of just in sheer size of the belt here compared to Vancouver. And I won't touch on it too much, but the majority of the belt was staked recently by a group called Sable, and we have, that was 190,000 hectares, and we have an alliance with Sable on most of that ground. So one way or another, we can discuss details at the booth or later. I won't get too much into it, but we're got a foot in the door for most of the ground on the belt. That Sable staked, I should say. Shovelnose, our flagship property. Big land package, borders the Coquihalla. You see the Coquihalla there. Again, power line, Highway 97C, Highway 5A. Just to show you the property, 15,000 hectares. We've drilled line 6, Mick, Tower, and Alpine. And just until last year, our first drill hole we put here about this time last year was in the south zone. And this is just to show you the amount of land that's underexplored and hasn't been worked. We've recently done an airborne mag survey, high resolution mag survey, radiometric, so we're 2/3 of the property remains open. And for what we're seeing here at the south zone, which I'll touch on, better speed up here, there could be a lot more of these on the property is what I'm trying to say, and we're pretty confident we're just sort of the tip of the iceberg here. Here's a shot of our core from hole 14, which is actually at our booth. So if you get a chance, please come by. Hopefully there'll be a geologist to run you through, but obviously very nice epithermal style mineralization, nice gingrel banding. There's visible gold in there as well. First time I've said that. That's slide 8. Here's just a brief look at a plan map of hole 14 and 15, which were our big discovery holes, 17.7 meters there of 24.5 grams, and hole 18-15, 100 meters step out to the southeast of hole 14. There, where we drilled 46.2 meters of 8.95 grams per ton gold. So these two of note here are 260 meters away from any current known mineralization in hole 12. So 12 to 14, that's about 260 meter. And hole 12, I should note too, we drilled 1.65 meters of 175 grams per ton gold there. And after that intercept, we drilled 175 meters of 0.65. In that, we had 4 meters of 12 grams. And in hole 3, more or less our first discovery hole, if you will, that was 18 meters of 4 grams. Within that, 3 meters of 10 grams. So a large area here where we're getting considerable gold mineralization. Here's another plan map of holes 14 and 15. I won't get too much into that. It's just another look at that where you can see some of the mineralization and color there. Here's a cross section, which I'm not sure how much Eric loves this one, but for us, this is important to note where we're drilling right now. And you'll see in the light pink there with the red dashes, you get a quartz veinlet zone there, and in the red is our quartz vein. And of note, the reason I put this slide on here, most importantly, is where we're drilling, where we just drilled our first hole, was a 100-meter step out to try and attack 100 meters up vertically. So that's where we've drilled that now, and we've moved on to our next setup, which will be hole 19. This is a cross-section from hole 15. See the quartz vein there zone as well as a quartz veinlet zone. We're about 100 plus meters of overburden there, and we're drilling 100 meters to the southeast of this currently. Still an overburden, but should be hitting rock very soon. Table of highlights. Impressive in the last year. 2018, like I said, has been a real breakthrough year for us. So since 1803, really, as I mentioned, our first discovery hole, for us, it was a big difference than half-gram material that we're used to seeing, but we knew we were getting close to. So there's a table. I better switch through here to get to our current drill program. This was taken from Wednesday. I was up there Wednesday. That was our first hole, hole 18. And obviously we can drill year-round here, so we'll be drilling up to Christmas time. And right now we're currently drilling right here 100 meters southeast of hole 15. And we're very eagerly awaiting to see what's in that hole. And I think that's about it, as I'm running out of time here. Yeah, just large land package, very underexplored gold belt that's gotten a lot of attention of late. I think you're going to see a lot of work, not just from us. You're going to see a lot of work from us, obviously, but it's going to be a very busy place. And yeah, we look forward to having some results back in the near future, as we'll probably be rushing a few of those holes or sections, intercepts, to see what we're looking at. So thank you very much for your time. Sorry to run a bit late.